Checks and balances no longer exist here in the US, and it's concerning because not only has Congress ceded their power to Donald Trump, but apparently so has the Supreme Court. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Santana. And listen, we got to get into it because the Supreme Court has shown not only do they have bias, but literally they're flat out just turning over and bending the knee for Trump. A detailed article just dropped about how the Supreme Court is not only expanding their emergency docket powers, but they're giving Trump more power too. Donald Trump has been pushing the powers as far as what the president can or cannot do, and the checks and balances that are supposed to be in place, including Congress and the Supreme Court, has not held. Specifically, Donald Trump has been aided in the things that he's looking to do with the Supreme Court when they actually make decisions based on emergency cases. In 21 out of the 23 emergency docket cases, the Supreme Court has voted to uphold whatever Donald Trump was doing. And out of those 21 times that they aligned themselves with Donald Trump, there has been 6 different paths of dissent. These are actually cases that are heard without the appropriate amount of time and attention, and they make these quick decisions. You can see that the actual split on those decisions tend to be 6-3. And even the most recent decision, as far as foreign aid, where they allowed Donald Trump to remove $4 billion in foreign aid that had already been appropriated by Congress, it was a 6-3 decision, and it was something that's super controversial. Justice Keegan wrote in one of their dissents that this is something that is unprecedented, it's uncharted territory, and literally doing this is super dangerous. Justice Keegan wrote, "We will decide cases of far less import with far more process and reflection," speaking to the fact that they are rushing through a lot of these super important cases and just aligning themselves with Trump. They're actually calling out the fact that even out of those 21 times that they sided with Trump, 14 of those times they didn't give any type of real explanation about why they sided with Trump. They just basically did it. I'm here to ring the alarms, not just because this is Donald Trump, not just because this is the Republican Party, but because this is super dangerous. You start to coalesce that power under the one person, and then you get into more of an authoritarian rule, which I know we're already dealing with. Normal checks and balances, they're no longer in place, and this is very worrisome. I don't know what's going to continue to happen, but I know for a fact that we have to continue to push, especially during this government shutdown, to ensure that Donald Trump and the Republican Party do not continue to cede more power under the executive branch and also continue to harm everyday Americans. As more information comes out, I'll continue to keep you updated. But guys, remember, I love you, and as always, peace.